The mushroom does the work for you. I'm just saying that. Okay, the mushroom does the work for you as if somebody's foot was actually in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, good morning. Welcome back to the GreenecoStyle YouTube channel where we help people live a sustainable lifestyle. So today on the YouTube channel, we are learning how to mend the toe hole in your socks. So here we go. I already did. So this pair of socks had 2 holes in both of the toes. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do and then we can dive right in. So this is the sock that we fixed here, that I fixed. So that's the outside, and then the inside is all the fun. That's what we did on the inside. Okay? So what you're doing basically is you're kind of weaving fabric, like you're basically making fabric again by doing that with a needle and thread. So let's get right to it. What you need in this video, it would be great if you had a darning mushroom. I ordered this not too long ago. I'm so excited about it, and then look, it pops off, and then you can put your needles in there. Anyways, okay, so I'm raving about this. If you don't have a darning mushroom, that's fine. They aren't that easy to come by. You have to order them online. I couldn't find them in store. But anyway, so a darning mushroom works. You don't have to have a fancy mushroom. You can use a dead light bulb if you want. This works just as fine too. You can also use any plastic ball, that's this size kind of, you don't want too small like a golf ball. I tried that, it didn't really work that well. Because you're gonna get it inside here and you just want it to spread out kind of thing. Anyways, what else you need in this video is a basic size sewing needle, because we're gonna hand sew the socks, the hole in your socks you want to repair. You need some scissors, just little ones, it doesn't matter. And then the thread is kind of a personal choice. So you don't really need a fancy thread. Most people use embroidery thread to darn, and a darning needle, but you really, okay, so I don't have embroidery thread on me or with me. It's kind of thick like this, like a thicker cord. This is crafting cord. It's 100% something cotton, which is good. So, well, actually not that good. So whatever thread that you do buy, it doesn't matter what size, I would say. If you just get a regular thread like this, you can double thread it and it'll be fine. Just double thread the whole thing when you sew it. Try to get a synthetic fiber, like a 100% polyester though, instead of a cotton one, because it'll stay longer. Synthetic fiber will stay longer opposed to a natural fiber. You can also use a medium-sized thread between the thread that I have, the basics, the regular sewing machine thread, or the crafting cord. This is a denim thread, so it's a little bit thicker than, I don't know if you can see that. It's a little bit thicker than your regular industrial thread for sewing machines. But so this one's really nice too, but I would still double thread this if you're gonna use that kind of a thread. Okay, let's get started. The first thing you want to do is you want to cut your thread. And normally, if you see my other videos, I say an arm's length, so from the center of your chest all the way out here, and then that's a good enough length. But because we're double threading this, we're gonna go all the way from one side of your arm, your arm's extended from one arm, from one hand to the other hand. That should be good enough, because then we're gonna double thread it, so it'll be an arm's length anyways, okay? Okay, sweet, so now that you have cut your thread, I want you to thread your needle, and we're going to double thread it. So I already threaded it. And double threading means you pull your thread all the way through your needle so that both bottoms are together like this. Okay, that's double threading. So once your needle is double threaded, you grab your darning mushroom, ta-da, or you grab your light bulb, or you grab your ball, a decent sized ball. Anyways, and your sock. Okay, so this is the one with the hole in it. And what we're gonna do first, now that the needle's threaded, just so that it's a nicer finish, we're actually gonna flip the sock inside out. And this is where we're gonna do all the work, so it's kind of hidden, okay? And then you stick your mushroom inside your sock, or light bulb, or ball. Okay, now, very important, when your mushroom or light bulb or whatever is inside your sock like this, don't like really overstretch the sock like that. Like the mushroom or the light bulb is going to do the work for you, okay? So just from like just from how it is, you know, like you don't want to like stretch it too much like that, because then that's overstretching it. Like this is like the best. The mushroom does the work for you. I'm just saying that, okay? The mushroom does the work for you as if somebody's foot was actually in there, okay? So don't stretch it too much. And just hold it like that. It's so nice. You can just hold it. Ah, everybody should get a darning mushroom. It's beautiful. Okay, let's move on with our lives. Okay, so we got the mushroom inside your sock. Sock is flipped inside out. Now we can start darning. So what we do first here is we're gonna go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So we're gonna make our first, we're gonna do our weft insertions, I guess. So the wefts. So if you see like a woven fabric and you see like the threads going from left to right and then up and down threads, the left to right threads are called like the weft threads, okay? And then the warps would be up and down. I guess you don't really need to know that, but whatever. So if we're gonna start with weft, I think that's most important. I think that's easiest. I didn't do a knot on the bottom of the thread. It's double threaded. So, but what we're going to do, because you don't want any bulges, we're just gonna do a couple in and outs here. So starting kind of on the corner there, it's gonna do a couple in outs stitches, couple stitches here, just to secure the thread, and then we can start our weft threading. Okay. Okay, so we're just doing a little basting stitch before we begin, and I didn't tie a knot at the bottom. Just a little basting stitch is good enough because we don't want any bulges or bumps in our sock, because then they'll annoy our toes. It'll annoy the big toe. Okay, so no knot, just a basting stitch. Okay, once you've done your basting stitch and you've made like 3 to 5 stitches, we're gonna go from right to left, right to left, right to left. So we're gonna do our warp threads, okay? So we're just gonna go all the way across here, and then we're gonna do a little stitch like this, just a tiny one, tiny stitch like that. And then the thread's gonna come all the way from one side to the next, just like this, okay? And then we're gonna go back on the other side and do the same thing. Go really close here, okay? We're just taking like 1 to 2 fibers of your sock when we do that little tiny whatever. We're just going back and forth. We're making fabric. And we're going to do this all the way to the top, covering the entire hole. So we're going to end about here. And cue fast forward and the music. Okay, so when you're just about at the top here, I'm gonna go a little bit past the hole, making a little more weft threads coming across, just to make it more secure so that the hole is for sure gonna be patched up here. And I understand now why people use darning thread or embroidery thread, because it's kind of hard to get all your threads like flat like that when it's double threaded, because you have to like account for 2 threads now. But if you don't want to buy the embroidery thread, I get it. Like, everybody has thread. Well, most people. So just use thread. I mean, it works just fine. I think it may just take you a little bit longer. Okay, so we did our wefts. Very good. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do our warps. So up and downs, okay? So I'm just kind of turning the mushroom a bit just so you can see. Okay, so these were our wefts, and now we're going up and down. So we're gonna go kind of over, under all these threads here. And then we're gonna make like a woven fabric. Really, we're like patching the hole. We're making fabric. Really, I don't know why. That's exciting to me, but it's true. So I'm just gonna start on the edge here. So I'm not really going over my threads. I'm not going over my warped threads that I just, I'm not really going over my weft threads that I just made right now, just because I'm making this more of a secure kind of box. I'm just making more thread around the hole so that it's more secure. Okay, so I'm going like in and out like this. Can you see that? I'm just doing like a little bit in and outs, and then you pull it all the way through, like just simple like that. What's going on? There we go. Okay. So now it looks like we may be getting into the thread that we actually did. So try to go over and under each double thread. Not each single thread, but each double thread. It's just easier that way. And we are making fabric over your toe hole. Yes, we are. And we're gonna go back and forth until we reach that end, going in and under and over all the threads, and then I'll see you on the other side to tie it off. Now cue fast forward music. Matthew. Oh, and one more thing. Don't let go of your mushroom. Don't let go, because then it makes the hole all weird and wavy. Therefore, don't let go of your light bulb. Don't let go of the ball. I would suggest a light bulb. Don't use a ball. Just so you have something to hold on to. Really, it's easier to hold on to it. Okay. Over and under. Let's go. Okay, once you are done your warps, we're done. We've woven and have made some fabric to patch your toe hole. I think there was a little bit. Well, it's okay. It should be fine. Well, okay. So now to tie it off. We don't tie it off, actually, because we don't want any holes. Because we don't want any knots, am I right? So, actually, what I want to do is, I just want to I'm just going to do, like, this is very last minute thing. I'm doing, like, over and unders in my weft kind of threads, just because I wanted to make one more weft thread happening, but I didn't over and under because we're not tying off, right? Yeah, I think, yeah, that just makes it a little bit more secure. So really, I think now I'm just doing something funky. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, so really to tie it off, do whatever you want. You can like use as much thread as you can, just kind of go in and out like this, whatever, and just like do something funky. Maybe put more thread where you think is needed. And I'm just making some basting stitches here, basting stitch, and that's basically how you tie it off. Just do some basting stitches, make sure the hole is patched good, and then you're good to go. And you can just cut it loose because It shouldn't go anywhere. You just woven your own piece of fabric over your toe hole, and yeah. So I think I just made like maybe 6 to 8 basting stitches kind of thing, just using up my thread, and then I can cut it close to the bottom. I think that's good. That's probably good. Okay, so you want to grab your scissors, and then you cut your thread close, because it shouldn't be going anywhere. It should be fine, just like that. La-di-da. So that's the inside of your sock. That is mended. You just darned. That's darning, basically. Darning your sock, your toe hole sock. And then this is what that's the outside looks like. And now let's see what the inside. I mean the inside. This is what the inside looks like, right? Okay, and then the outside looks a little something like this. Ta-da! It's kind of funky, but you know what? We like funky. That's good enough. And here's the other one that we did. Well, that I did off screen. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Just make sure your threads are close enough and there's no holes within the holes, and yeah. You have repaired the toe hole in your sock. Thank you for watching. Da-da-da. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. Congratulations. I guess if you got this far, then you did it. Hopefully. If you had troubles with that, let me know in the comments below. And I'll try my bestest to help you out. And yeah, let me know how you did in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to know about more mending videos and other sustainable lifestyle videos that'll be coming soon. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching this video. Tell all your friends and family about it. Tell them about this channel. It's great. It's a good time. I hope everybody has a gravy day and stay hydrated.